Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints Discord, your one and only pre-show to the YouTube Saints. Or late night Saints.
God
Fuck,
damn
say
it!
one
We've
thing.
been practicing this all fucking week, and you screw it up again!
I've been doing the same fucking intro for over a year, and then it's fucking switch it up on me all of a sudden. Alright, coming at you every Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I still blame you and your whores.
Yeah, they distract me a lot, so I constantly forget to do the right things. Late Night Saints will be following us. If you just stick around in the chat, we will raid them once we are done with this show. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not starting over. It already happened, Skull.
He's fucked.
I've been saying YouTube Saints for a long fucking time, so it's really hard for me to adjust now.
You need like a post-it note at the top of your screen, dude.
No, that's not gonna help.
Or you need like someone to like get I don't know, like a fish or something, and kind of get a tattoo gun.
No, Ward, it's literally muscle memory because I practiced that intro for for a long time before. I didn't even do the full intro that I usually do. I practiced that shit for a long time when we first started doing the show over on YouTube, and it just sort of stuck, and it's just total muscle memory at this point. And it
Yeah, but what you need to do, like, you get a fish.
I'll get it next week.
Late night Saints on the fish, right? And then every time you get it wrong, you need them to slap you around the face with said fish.
You know, maybe...
I'll just get it tattooed on the... I'll just get late night tattooed on my knuckles. How about that?
I tell you what, right? I dare you to do it.
No, I'm not for hand tattoos. I'm not for any tattoos below the wrist.
No, I actually agree with you there. I do.
Yeah, my policy is never get a tattoo that can't be covered up by a shirt or pants.
Now, wait. When you say pants, do you mean pants like you mean in America, or pants like we mean here in Britain? Because that would still leave a lot of flesh available.
Define pants in Britain.
Pants is like underpants, which is like, you know, boxer shorts, like underwear.
Ah, so you guys use trousers.
Yeah, trousers.
I'm taking off my pants. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
I don't wear any clothes whenever we have this show.
I did get warned of one thing. The best thing I ever got taught was in America, when coming to America, if you're a Brit, don't say you're going to go outside and smoke a fag, particularly in San Francisco, because it means something entirely different in the US than it does here in the UK.
Skull, if you want me to start over, and you're willing to pay, the price is $5,000.
Which is 50,000 bits, I think.
It's a number.
Yeah. We're not affiliates yet with Bits.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
No, Bar, we just got on.
That reminds me, there's another thing. If you guys want Billy the Fridge's number, that's $500,000. That offer's still up. All right. Never mind. Anyways, Rimshee, Discord news?
Not much for the server as a whole. The music bot still seems to be down. I'm checking their Discord server right now, and it still says that it's having the same issues that it's been having for a while. So, again, if anyone has a suggestion of a specific bot that we might use to replace it, at least temporarily, feel free to DM me. Beyond that, I think in the near future we're having a moderator meeting. I think it's happening this weekend, actually.
Okay. Flat Earthers love music bots, so I'll browse through those servers and I'll let you know.
Do you know what? I saw a T-shirt posted somewhere, a picture of it online. I can't remember which Discord server it was in, but it basically said the only thing flatter than the Earth is an anti-vaxxer child EKG.
Wait, what?
The only thing flatter than the Earth is an anti-vaxxer's child's EKG. And it's got a little picture of the...
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, by the way, we're joined by Ward.
Hi, guys.
Forgot to mention that. All right.
Did you forget, or are you just stalling so that I can get something typed out?
I'm not entirely sure. No, I'm just stalling because I don't know. I just want to hang out. We had a real fun show last week. Unfortunately, we had a bunch of technical issues, so there's a lot of funny shit that was said that is...
It's on the recording.
Gone. All of it?
Yeah, I recorded separately from Twitch. You fucking kidding?
I'm just checking.
It was the stream itself that was having the issues.
So if you guys were watching live last week, be sure to go to YouTube and check out the post there of last week's episode, and you'll get some quote unquote behind the scenes.
Or off the screen. But shall we talk about stupid stuff happening? People who deserve it.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. By the way, people, more technical issues this week, so if you see some weird shit happening, that's why. Anyway, it's time for Sweden to admit explosions are a national emergency. What the fuck, Sweden? Those aren't fireworks.
Maybe they just thought it was like the sound of several people orgasming at once because, you know, Sweden's known for being very sexually liberal.
Maybe.
Definitely not those types of explosions.
Anyway, let's continue forward. The bomb exploded shortly after 9 a.m. Friday in a blast that ripped through 2 apartment buildings and could be heard for miles. 25 people suffered cuts and bruises, and 250 apartments were damaged. A nearby kindergarten was evacuated. Hospitals jumped into the disaster mode. Photos from the scene show rows of demolished balconies and shattered windows. It was absolutely incredible that no one was severely injured, a police spokesperson said. It sounds like an M80 story. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Other than the carnage, other than the damage radius, am I wrong?
I'm highly confused by this.
By what?
How could they not realize it's a fucking problem?
Maybe we'll find out.
Different cultures, different people, okay? Gotta respect the culture. If their culture is to walk out their door, say, "Hi, neighbor, here's an explosive." That's...
or "Hi, neighbor, I like sounding." And then the neighbor takes it completely wrong.
Oh, fucking hell. Hard limit. That's a big fat bed.
Oh, it is the kind of news we usually associate with war zones. But this bombing took place in Linköping, or however the fuck that's pronounced. A peaceful university town in southern Sweden. Remarkably, it was not the only explosion in the country that day. Another, seemingly unrelated, blast was reported in a parking lot in the city of Gothenburg earlier in the morning. 3 explosions have been reported in Malmö since Tuesday morning. As of this writing, no arrests have been made. Sweden has experienced a sharp rise in explosions in recent years, predominantly related to conflicts between warring criminal gangs. The use of explosives is in the Nordic country is now at a level that is unique in the world for a state not at war, according to police. In response...
They clearly haven't been to London recently.
In response, the government issued a first-ever amnesty for explosives in the fall of 2018. Wait,
hold on, more. No, London is just stabbings and acid attacks. Totally different.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Allowing people in possession of such weapons to hand them over to police with immunity. But this didn't stem the tide. Some 50 explosions were reported in the first 3 months of 2019 alone. An average of more than one every other day, and an increase over the same period in 2018, a year that saw a record number of more than 3 blasts per week. While explosives have become a weapon of choice among the country's gangs, the effects of such violence are hardly confined to criminals. In the past 4 years, fatalities, including a 63-year-old woman who unknowingly picked up a hand grenade lying in the street, an 8-year-old boy who was asleep when a hand grenade was thrown into the apartment where he was staying, and a 4-year-old girl killed in a car bombing. Fuck whoever did that shit. Fuck them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I get it. Sweden's neutral, so they have to fight themselves.
Probably not. Alright.
You know what, it's just that Sweden are such a kind people that even their wars are civil.
Yeah, that's the joke I was looking for. God damn.
You're welcome, dude.
There has been a corresponding marked escalation in gang-related shootings, which increasingly take place in broad daylight. Sweden has 45 deadly shootings in what police refer to as criminal environments last year, which is an increase by a factor of 10 in one generation. In contrast, neighboring Norway had less than 3. Deadly shootings per capita in Sweden are now considerably higher than the European average. And systemic witness intimidation, paired with a code of silence in the country's socio-economically weak immigrant areas, has made this type of crime difficult for the Swedish legal system to tackle. The rise in gang violence and other types of crime, including sexual offenses, and a wave of robberies against children. What the fuck? Who's gonna give a child anything worth robbing?
Mobile phone.
Candy.
Any kind of money.
Candy.
You're horrible, Jables. Has had far-reaching...
I'll tell you what. I've been pretty fucking broke lately, and there's an ice cream truck that stops outside my apartment every day. I constantly think about just rushing by and snagging an ice cream from one of those little fucking kids.
And let's face it, they're kids. They fucking deserve it.
They'll get more money from their mom and dad. I've been flat fucking broke.
Addie has had far-reaching implications for Swedish society, and a country which boasts the world's most feminist... Holy fuck, they really boast that? The world's most feminist government? A third of young women are now reporting feeling unsafe going out at night. A recent survey in the country's 3 largest cities showed that safety is now the main priority for Swedes who are looking to buy homes. Crime emerged as a top priority among voters ahead of the election to the European Parliament in May. According to the prevailing ideology of the Swedish political establishment, this wave of violence, which is baffling to many European neighbors, should not be happening. A long-standing cornerstone of the country's political conversation dictates that crime must be understood in socio-economic terms, and that welfare provisions are a cure-all against violence and social unrest. Yet Sweden is one of Europe's most generous welfare states.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm glad they said that, because I was about to come to that.
Yeah.
Don't they also require everybody to be in the military for like a year or two?
I don't know that, but I do know that like last year we're seeing a hell of a lot of stuff like with pairing America, your gun laws suck. Look at Sweden, look how great they are. Yeah, we can't. We
Yeah,
keep
well, it's easy to be great when you're surrounded by mountains and you have an easily defensible position.
And also, no, I mean, like with gun crime, it's like, yeah, you know what? Fairly easy there to deal with the gun shit if what people are actually using is fucking hand grenades.
Yeah, in Sweden, what it used to be was that when you left the military, you got to keep your rifle. They stopped.
Yeah.
They actually stopped doing that.
It's either Sweden or Switzerland. I think it's Sweden though.
Yeah, Switzerland, I don't think have an army. They actually need one. They never seem to take a side on anything.
I always get Sweden and Switzerland confused, so I might be totally wrong on all of the shit that I've said so far.
Well, in essence, Sweden is not taking this head on.
Yeah.
Anyway, instead of seeking refuge in ideological wishful thinking, the Swedish government should focus on reforming a criminal justice system that was built for a more peaceful society. To name but one issue, young criminals receive remarkably soft sentences. For example, a 16-year-old convicted of execution-style killing at a Stockholm pizza restaurant in 2018 was sentenced to 3 years in institutional care for young people. The country also has one of the smallest police forces per capita in the EU. Sweden needs to get its shit together. That's all I'm saying.
Really, when it comes to young kids like that, it's them being on their damn phones all the time. I swear to God.
Do you think mobile phones are the problem? Maybe we should confiscate their mobile phones. That'll make it better.
It's as our dear friend Misha Popov, who I keep having issues scheduling shit with. It's the 5G that's being put in place that's causing all the issues.
Now, do you know what I think it is? I think it's all that violence we see on TV and video games.
Definitely the video games.
It's the video games. Oh, I don't want to finish this bullshit. Let's talk about the next one.
What happens when you don't have guns?
Yeah, let's talk about what happens when you don't have guns. Oh, I'm taking this one because this just screams my state, and anyone who doesn't understand that will in a second.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I get the next one.
Oh, that's why I'm taking this one. Armed robber holds up 2 banks with a ripe avocado. I mean, obviously, I'm fairly certain this guy isn't in the U.S. at this point, but it just sounds to me like a story that should come from California.
So did he? Okay, so if he's holding up a bank with a ripe avocado, is he sitting there threatening this avocado is going to go bad if you don't give me all the money?
No, you see what I think it is. I think genuinely, right? I genuinely think he went to the counter and he scoped out all the tellers at the counter and looked for the most soy boy looking motherfucker he could find and say, if you don't give me the money, the avocado is going to get it. I'm going to eat it in front of you.
No, because see, it's already ripe for one thing, which means it's got about 20 minutes until it goes bad.
Let's go. Holy guacamole! This guy's got stones. Oh. A 47-year-old Beersheba man, a 37-year-old man in Beersheba. That word. The largest.
Wait, hold on. I gotta point out Brainwash's comedy. Besides, I love the Swedish bands that wear the cute panda makeup, obviously in support of WWF. Yes, I also love those bands. Wouldn't call it panda makeup, but okay.
Anyway, the largest city in Israel's Negev desert has been arrested for aggravated robbery after stealing nearly 30,000 Israeli shekels, about 8,300 US, from 2 banks in the region. His weapon of choice? An avocado. The Times of Israel reported that a man entering a postal bank at the Big Bear Sheba shopping mall last month and gave the teller a scrawled note demanding all the cash in the counter. Hand over the money in the drawers, read the note, which was written in Hebrew and misspelled drawer. The cashier reportedly hesitated, to which the man said, "Put the money in the bag quickly, or I'll throw this grenade."
So, Rimshee, I've got to pause you for a moment. Read that previous paragraph again. Hand over the money in the drawer, D-R-A-W-E-R, spelled correctly, but it's apparently a misspelled drawer, D-R-W-D-R-A-W-E-R.
Yeah, because they're translating that shit. They're not going to misspell it because they don't know how to translate the misspelling.
My brain's failing. I need alcohol.
The grenade he threatened to detonate was, in fact, a whole avocado painted black. The stunt scored him over $4,450 cash. 5 days later, the man walked into another postal bank branch, this time at the Orange Center shopping plaza, also in that place with the weird name, using the same tactic. This time he pilfered another 3,300. Security cameras spotted the man wearing hats, sunglasses, and even an eye patch in an attempt to disguise himself. Using cell phone location records, police were able to track the crafty bandit, who had already...
Wait.
Let me finish this. No. Okay. Let me finish this. I want to go back to that too. Who had already served 3 years in prison for previous robbery. What became of the weaponized avocado, now a hot commodity stateside, is unknown. What the fuck? They're tracking him with his cell phone location records?
Yep, but Beman, this is Israel. This is another place where you have to sign up for 2 years in the Israeli fucking forces. Man or woman.
Okay.
Everybody knows Krav Maga.
Yeah, I had a teacher who signed up for the Israeli army and went absolute batshit. Apparently, they found her in a warehouse surrounded by a bunch of shit, rocking back and forth.
You know, I just got to say, Brainwash's comment there is really awesome. Glockamoles might help as well.
But an eye patch, that's a weird decision for a disguise.
It's a choice.
There was
I'm not saying it's a good one, but it is a choice.
No, but it's a bad choice because that fucks with your depth perception.
I don't know. I mean, if he puts it on, and only has it on for a short period of time, I don't think it affects you that badly.
No, it absolutely removes your depth perception. And the reason for that is your depth perception is accomplished by having 2 eyes. We have stereoscopic depth perception. You cover one up, and the moment you walk into an area with shit that's unfamiliar to you, is the moment you lose track.
Because you have 2 eyes, your brain does a lot of weird shit. What
you're
I'm aware of right now is that your nose is always in view.
Yeah, I just think of that because if I'm sat, and it was the thing that you said there about surroundings you're not familiar with, kind of made sense to me. But before that, I'm like, well, hang on, if I cover one eye up now, I have no issue with depth perception where I'm at the minute. But it's my living room.
Well, it's more than that, because you can cover up your eye, go walk into your bedroom, and your depth perception will be messed up a bit there. You'll know where stuff is because of muscle memory and all that stuff, but you still run the risk of losing your depth perception to a degree to mess you up. You go to sit down on the bed and you overshoot and land with your knees getting kicked out, or you miss and you barely scrape it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you like the longer you go, the worse your depth perception gets.
Yeah,
your brain tries to adjust, and then yeah.
Now, to be fair, that's not to say that being without one eye means you have absolutely no depth perception. There is the ability to... We're already getting into science. There is the ability to have depth perception with one eye, but it's a little more difficult. It's relative depth perception. So you're measuring how far something is compared to something else.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you have to adapt and overcome.
Yeah, okay. No, that's a pretty cool... I mean, that does take a certain amount of balls to go for that, doesn't it? Yeah, there was very briefly, I remember a story that happened in my hometown in the last week. There was a guy who they were looking for because this guy had mugged this girl. It happens a fair bit around here. But he was described as being in his mid to late 30s. Of an average height, kind of somewhere between 5'6" and 5'9". Kind of a medium length brown hair, and quite a few of his teeth lost. I'm like, well, that could pretty much describe anyone that lives in this town. That's a male of the age, because most people have brown hair, medium length, and it's Britain. We all stereotypically have no teeth. Well, it doesn't really.
No, you have teeth. They're just fuckered up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's because we find it really hard to get to a fucking dentist.
You have bad teeth. But yeah, the reason I know so much about depth perception and visual acuity and all that is partly because my job in the Marine Corps required me to know about visual quirks and stuff like that. And my mom has depth perception issues and a whole bunch of other issues, so I, as a result, have kind of, through osmosis, absorbed a lot of stuff through having to do with her issues.
I would like to point out, Bar, me personally, I do not have bad teeth. I paid a lot of money for my teeth, my dentist. Thank you very much. They're quite good. I did have bad teeth.
They're not America good, but they're fun.
That's right, Bar. I'm not smart. I just have to know things. Are you ready for... Did you want to talk about the cell phone shit, Jables?
Which cell phone shit?
I thought we were moving on.
Not the stuff they mentioned here, where they tracked him using cell phone location data.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking globalist elite trying to fucking track everywhere you go. Leave your cell phones at home when you go out at night, people.
I'm not being funny, right? But any dumbass knows if you're going to commit a crime, you leave your phone out. It gives you an alibi.
It doesn't really.
Yeah, well, especially in modern day when they're constantly monitoring cell phones in areas.
Yeah, it's
keep
an
issue
at
home. Automatic
it's an issue of digital privacy.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as privacy.
I don't like that. Get the fuck out of my phone.
Yeah, you're right, Ward. There's no such thing as privacy anymore, which means we need a revolution to reestablish privacy.
But the problem is we don't...
A non-violent one, but we still need a revolution of some sort.
But we don't give a shit about privacy anymore. We invite the shit into our house. Look at Alexa.
I don't have fucking Alexa in my house.
Me neither.
Neither do I. But I'm saying loads of people invite that shit into their house because they put on lots of cool little tricks and tips with it. And they give it loads of little, end quote, Easter eggs to make it fun and make more people want to buy them. They can intrude into our lives and advertise to us more effectively.
Oh, I absolutely do not deny the convenience of having like an Alexa or something like that in your house. The convenience is fantastic.
I wouldn't know.
But they're listening all the time.
Yeah, Tim Pool did a thing yesterday about that. There's a couple suits over Alexa going on right now having to do with privacy issues.
Yeah.
Oh, well, remember that article we covered a while back where it was like a Google Nest had a microphone in it the entire time, but they didn't tell anybody that bought it?
Wow.
Yeah, that was an article. We covered that like probably like 6-7 months ago.
It's fucking stupid.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not okay with the lack of privacy. They'll get the drugs out of our salmons before we can.
Oh, trust me, I'm going salmon fishing this. Because this, not only is this one of my favorite subjects to begin with, but it's also in my area.
What,
it reminds me of the shrimp. Drugs found in Puget Sound salmon from tainted wastewater. From Prozac to caffeine to cholesterol medication, from ibuprofen to bug spray, researchers found an alphabet soup of and other personal care products in sewage treatment, wastewater, and in the tissue of juvenile Chinook in Puget Sound. Puget Sound salmon are on drugs! Yes. Prozac, Advil, Benadryl. By the way, don't Benefry. Do not recommend it.
What?
Lipitor, even cocaine. Huh?
What?
Benefry?
What's Benefry?
When you take a shit ton of Benadryl, like near the overdose limit, and you fight falling asleep, and you trip balls. Don't recommend it. Don't do it. You might die.
I'd have to say, at this point, if they're on Prozac, Advil, and cocaine, I'm not a big fan of salmon. I think I might have to change my mind right now.
I'm not a big fan of salmon either. I'm a shellfish dude, not a fish.
But if there's, these kind of benefits to it, I'll eat it. Forget the health benefits. The drug benefits is what I'm interested in.
I know. Well, fishing season's coming up, so that's a plus.
We're having some issues. What the hell? Why do we have nothing?
It was a network error. Please try again. Fuck me. I think we're okay. I've just refreshed.
Yeah, it's saying it's green, but we're putting out 0 kilobytes a second. All of a sudden.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a network error.
Oh no.
Which ever hash 1000 do with that?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Fucking Twitch. Okay, so never had these issues on YouTube. Just saying.
I'm gonna try stopping the stream and restarting it.
That is a plus to Twitch. There are lots of things that I like about Twitch. The hosting other channels, the rating other channels when you're done with your live stream. Then there's the. No, that's pretty much it. Those are my favorite things. Things that I hate about Twitch. You've been getting these technical difficulties like this lately. They force you to stream in a certain quality, and then sometimes if there are bigger Twitch channels on, they don't allow your audience to choose a lower quality.
There we go. We're back on. What the fuck?
If you want to hear what I was talking about, check out the recording that'll be uploaded to YouTube after this stream.
Dable's made some quite startling confessions. I've got to say, I'm rocked to my core. But you've got to make sure you watch the whole video later and give it a thumbs up.
Or thumbs down. Interactions are interactions.
That's true.
Okay.
That was fucking weird.
They were saying that they were even on cocaine.
Yep. I only got like the first sentence. Those drugs and dozens of others are showing up in the tissues of juvenile Chinook. Researchers have found thanks to tainted wastewater discharge. The estuary waters near the outfalls of sewage treatment plants and effluent sampled at the plants were cocktails of 81 drugs in personal care products with levels detected among the highest in the nation. Holy shit.
Why does it say we suddenly have 0 viewers?
It will do that on you, dude. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it, Twitch.
The medicine chest of common drugs also include Flonase, Aleve, and Tylenol, Paxil, Valium, and Zoloft. Zoloft. Give me that Z-O-L-O-F-T. Tagamet, Oxycontin, and Darvarn. Nicotine and caffeine, fungicides, antiseptics, and anticoagulants, and Cipro and other antibiotics galore. Sounds like you'd be healthy as fuck if you eat all the salmon. You'll be feeling good. You get your antibiotics in. Painkillers. You'll have all these antidepressant medications. Fucking sounds great. Considering Seattle is one of the most depressed cities in the entire country, I think this is a good thing.
You know what? This thing with the caffeine, I think I know where a large part of that's coming from. Because here in the UK, we've been getting told if you want to clean your toilets out really well, just like literally throw a 500ml can of like Rockstar down there. Or Monster.
Of what?
And just like a 500ml can of like Monster Rockstar Energy.
Yeah, you can also do it with Coca-Cola.
Yeah, anything like that. But they were saying that somehow because of the something in the Rockstar or Monster works better than Coca-Cola. Thing doing the round fucking Facebook.
I'll tell you what though, I am specifically going to eat nothing but Chinook salmon all summer long.
You know, I just had a moment of like, what day is it today? Like, we're on the show. I know that we only have the show on Fridays. And I just literally thought, what day is it?
I've been feeling like that.
It's been a weird week.
I was 2 days off work and it's not Sunday, and I didn't realise it wasn't Sunday today until Jay was messaging me. He would be on the show.
It's been one of those weeks.
Bar. No, not R.I.P. me. My tolerance is high enough. It's all good. I'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll just be fucking the fish.
No. I want to eat the fish. I need the things in my body.
Yeah, you'll start by eating it,
body.
And then you'll end up with your pants off and some weird fantasy about a mermaid.
That's not how any of these drugs.
Yeah, but I know you. I didn't say a hallucination. I said a fantasy.
That's a good point.
Oh, Bar's got a point there, Jables.
Partied with me. He hasn't partied with me. We've hung out and had some drinks. I've gotten pretty drunk around Rimshee. If you want to know what I'm like drunk, talk to Jeff.
Yeah, but
Jeff
I'm curious, dude.
Fucked up last time.
As a Jables, how many people could actually party with you properly and survive?
Yes.
Jeff. Ben Pie from the Drunken Peasants.
That's a pretty short list.
Well, and then there's like my local friends. My sister, she can party with me and survive.
Well, that's the same genetics. Shut up. She don't count.
Yeah. I don't know. From like people that you guys know, yeah, Jeff and Ben Pie from the Drunken Peasants.
Fair.
Keep reading.
Okay. Why are the levels so high? It could be because people here use more of the drugs detected, or it could be related to wastewater treatment plants processes, said Jim Meador, an environmental toxicologist at NOAA's Northwest Fisheries Science Center in Seattle and lead author on a paper published this week in the Journal of Environmental Pollution. The concentrations in effluent were higher than we expected, Meador said. We analyzed samples for 150 compounds, and we had 61% of them detected in effluent. So we know these are going into the estuaries. Can somebody look up what effluent means? Because I'm not getting it from the context.
High. Effluent is like affluent. It's kind of high levels, I believe.
No, in effluent, but it's detected in effluent. It seems like it's a noun.
Oh, sorry. In that case, it's liquid waste or sewage discharged into a river or the sea.
Okay.
It's the discharge.
I figured it was something like that. I just wasn't entirely sure. Context is garbage. The samples were gathered over 2 days in September 2014. Oh, this is 5 years old. God. From Sinclair Inlet off Bremerton, near the mouth of Blair Waterway, in Tacoma's commencement. Oh! No. Okay. Oh. Time out. Bremerton in Tacoma is fucking drug central. Of course everything in the water around there is going to be full of drugs. That's nothing to do with Seattle. Okay, this is something that pisses me off. Everybody calls everything around Seattle, Seattle. And it gets really fucking confusing, especially when you're trying to find an apartment. I'm sure you experienced the same thing with San Francisco.
Yeah, I also experienced it with LA when I was in the military.
Yeah. It's not Seattle. That's 3. I was looking for apartments one time. There was shit that was in Olympia. That's like 2.5 to 3 hour.
Rimshee.
Yeah, they were calling it Seattle.
And Jables, I want me at some point off stream with both of you to share the news stories about an ex-neighbor of mine. Who used it downstairs.
Well, okay, so here's a fun thing about San Francisco. I'm not in San Francisco. I'm a good half hour away. Most people around here, if you go anywhere else and someone asks you where you live, you'll probably say the Bay Area or San Francisco or something like that. No, it's more like 45 minutes Y2K. And the wind usually blows all that crappy smell over to Oakland where it settles.
Okay, so
but like, my point is, like, when you're here, people will be like, no, that's Redwood City, that's San Jose, that's Napa, that's San Mateo, that's Vallejo. But if you anywhere else, people are gonna say San Francisco.
Exactly. That's why I constantly tell people I'm from Spokane, even though I'm from a small town outside of it. I do actually live in Seattle, though, and I'm okay if somebody's asking like where you live, for the sake of conversation and just quick little shorthand. Yeah, go ahead and say the biggest city that you're the closest. That's fine.
Well,
it's when you're advertising apartments, or you have an article like this saying that Seattle salmon, it's fucking Tacoma and Bremerton salmon.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. But it's really funny here, and I think one of the things we got going for us in the Bay Area is there's San Jose, San Francisco, and Oakland, all within the same general area. So we got enough big cities that you have to be more specific.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so people...
I live in San Francisco. Is that San Jose, San Francisco? Is that Sunnyvale, San Francisco? Is that Oakland, San Francisco?
Yeah. So people in Tacoma still say Seattle, because not everybody in Tacoma.
Jables, are you still there, or are you having connection issues?
My connection went red for a second. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Goddamn Discord.
Yeah. Well, Discord's been fucking up on me all week. Anyways, I think we pretty much covered this article. There's drug salmon in Seattle. Come join me. We'll have some sushi.
I'll take the next one because I like it.
I've just got to say one thing. On this, right? Further down the article, it says, ongoing research is really our best tool to understand these chemicals, Payne said. So basically, Payne wants to get fucked up on a lot of different drugs.
I'm pretty sure I've taken all of the drugs that they've listed already, all at the same time in the past. So it's fine.
Mr. Pharmacy, I'm not gonna trust you on that.
Who you calling Mr. Pharmacy?
You! You've had just about every drug in existence in you at this point, I'm sure.
No, I haven't done DMT.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Yet.
That's where I dropped.
Alright, let's move on to the next one, and let's talk a little bit about E3.
Oh, this could be good.
E3 2019. That guy who was offered a free copy of Cyberpunk 2077 turned it down.
What?
Yeah! One of the defining moments of E3 2019.
Wait, hold on. Before we go into this, I just have to say, I am very disappointed in the entire world because I've been doing nothing but talking up Keanu Reeves for fucking years at this point.
Oh, I know. I have been too. Anyway.
Yeah.
One of the defining moments.
Now everybody's being like, Keanu Reeves is such a good guy. I've been trying to tell people.
Yeah.
However, I've got to say, I'm sure Keanu Reeves was in like a movie of Dracula, and it was trash. His acting was shit then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and read now.
Real quick. I have a rebuttal to Ward. I don't give a fuck about his acting. Him as a person and how he carries himself in the public as an actual person and what he does with his personal life.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yes. I'm with you, dude.
All right. Now, can I continue with why we're here?
I suppose so.
One of the defining moments of E3 2019 occurred during Microsoft's press conference when none other than Keanu Reeves stepped out of the smoke to talk about Cyberpunk 2077. During his speech about his involvement with the upcoming game, which he describes as breathtaking, an impassioned fan, Peter Stark, called back, "You're breathtaking!" and the whole world cheered. The moment caught the attention of CD Projekt Red, and the developer reached out on Twitter to tell Sark he'd earned himself a collector's edition of the game. That's a good day in our book. However, it turns out Stark isn't interested. Replying to another tweet from from the Cyberpunk account regarding the reward, he told the company to instead donate to a charity close to his heart. I'll go ahead and read this tweet since this is pretty much the entire article right here. Cyberpunk 2020. Hey, so what about leaving you breathless again by sending you a collector's edition next year? To which Peter replied, "That would be awesome, but how about donating a go-kart through @Gamers Outreach to a children's hospital instead? That would be breathtaking." It's hard to judge if anything more will come of this exchange, but it seems Sark, who would rather raise awareness for a good cause than accept CD Projekt Red's offer. Fair enough. Honestly, this is pretty fucking cool. Like,
that's awesome that they offered him the game and then he said no. I'd rather do this.
I'd rather it be donated. I've already bought it.
Yeah. Now, while we're on the E3, can I just segue into something else that happened at E3 recently? over the past few days. Because one thing I found which was fucking hilarious, it was at the Gears 5 Q&A. Some bloke from the audience asked, "What is this female protagonist's sexuality?" The guy on the panel in the middle of it was like, "Is that really any of your fucking business?" Bloke went, "Yeah, it is." And the guy on the panel was like, "What kind of sad gamer boy are you?" And he made the masturbating motion and going, "Ooh, ooh, video game character, ooh, ooh." Just called this guy out. We're like, it's a fucking game, dude. Play the game and forget about what sexuality they are.
It's one of those situations that's used really well in both movies and games. It's a little known thing where you should show and not tell.
I will be right back with you guys in a moment. My little boy is crying.
Tell him to man up, or you ship him off to army school.
Get the duct tape.
Oh, there are times I wish that I had been duct taped to the ceiling. Not because I wanted to be stuck to the ceiling. Not because I wanted to be duct taped to the ceiling, but because I wanted to be up and out of the way so no one bothered me. Did what work for me, Bar?
I have been duct taped to a ceiling. It's actually pretty interesting. Until I had to pee.
Yeah, that wouldn't have bothered me. Golden showers for whoever walks under me.
No, I was pretty thoroughly duct taped. It was just filled up.
Yes, military education worked for me, Bar. I mean, it didn't have to work as hard as it does for some people I know, but it did work. Also, that's a fucking awesome image of Keanu.
Well, that's the actual.
Yeah, I know.
Image. Yeah,
I'm fully aware. I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 actually looks like a really fun game. And they got Keanu involved. Love that, man. Villain Tip 3's in production. Sure, should be, at least. Yeah. They either started production this month or they're starting production next month.
It should
just a heads up.
Anyway, shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
You ready? You want to take this one?
Yeah. So since we're the pre-show, we get to have the first step on Star Trek references. The Star Trek Starfleet logo has been spotted on Mars. Here on Earth, we're making big plans to send the first humans to Mars, but it looks like Starfleet may have gotten there first in the expanse of the Hellas Planitia. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter has photographed a huge formation in the shape of the organization's famous chevron logo. Bar, you're gonna have to clarify.
I think he's saying it did Liv launch robots to make a the Star Trek chevron.
Yeah.
I don't think she has enough money to do that. And there are a few other factors I will not bring up that leads me to think this would not be a thing.
Yep. Enterprising viewers will make the discovery that these features look conspicuously like a famous logo, wrote Ross Bayer of the University of Arizona in a statement accompanying the photo release. Sadly, however, it's not evidence of intrepid explorers boldly going where no man has gone before. It's only a coincidence, Bayer added. Chevron shapes aren't uncommon at all on Mars, actually. They're usually the result of flow, which happened a lot on the Red Planet in the past. The particular chevron is the product of a volcanic eruption at the bottom of an impact basin a long time ago. Here, the sand formed crescent-shaped dunes called Barchan Dunes. Sculpted by the wind as the lava flowed, it parted around them. When the lava cooled and hardened, it did so around the dunes, but the Martian winds continued to blow, and eventually the sands of the dunes scattered, leaving just the lava behind. These casts are called ghost dunes. And although they're known here on Earth, their presence on Mars has only been recently explored in the Hellas Planitia. There are around 300 of these formations, and further 480 have been spotted in a region called the Noctis Labyrinthus, filled with a maze of valleys. I like mazes. Can't wait for October. Gonna go to a corn maze.
I like valleys. I'm not gonna make any more comments on that, but I like valleys.
Oh, shit. William Shatner tweet, "Hey, at Star Wars, will you hurry up? Will you hurry up, your rebel scums? We beat you." But we ought never let the truth get in the way of a good old Twitter feud. William Shatner's been fucking killing it on Twitter lately, by the way, guys. I don't know if you guys follow him, but go and give William Shatner a follow. He's been fucking killing it.
I was going to say, speaking of following, anyone watching this stream on Twitch is not already following this channel, please do so.
Yeah, please follow this channel, host this channel, share this channel with your friends. If we get enough followers, then you guys can donate biddies. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that you will.
Yeah. I don't trust you guys.
But we'd like to give people the choice not to.
I'd rather know that people don't want to give us money as opposed to, oh, they're not because they have no ability.
I've gotten DMs about us starting up like a Streamlabs shit.
Seriously, people would actually donate to our dumbasses?
Yeah, but Rimshee, you and I have talked about it. I don't think we've earned it yet because we haven't earned it on the platform itself at the moment.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But at the same time, I'm still shocked that anyone would want to.
Yeah. Plus, if we haven't earned it on the platform, I feel like we're stealing from the main show.
Joy,
which
did
is
just have stupid shit happen again?
I think we have.
I don't know.
Maybe if we can hit affiliate, it will actually do not stupid stuff.
That won't happen, dude. You need to make partner for that shit to happen, trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about something, but right now it's saying we're at 0 kilobytes a second.
Again. Restart it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone who's watching the recording will be able to see this stuff. But
yeah.
Oh, joy! No, OBS isn't. OBS stopped responding.
Oh yay!
Here we go. Start streaming.
There's Larry saying, "Is this Nick's OBS config?" I like that. That's funny.
Holy fuck! Like what the?
Jeez.
So that was stupid.
On the plus side, this fills some time.
Yeah, with dead air. Wonderful. Thanks, Rich.
Yeah. Well, it's not dead air for the recording.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We are live again, by the way.
Smash that like button.
So,
hi guys.
I think that's a good spot to end this article. We'll start talking about the next one.
Can I take the next one?
That was the end of the article.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, hey, send Ward this article so he can read it.
I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah. Jay was putting the
I posted most of the articles in the live show already.
It starts with yellow.
Yeah, I've got it. That's what I've got. Now, that's what kind of intrigued me because I've actually been here.
All right, let's go.
Yellowstone volcano. How USGS scientists issued 1,000-mile warning after puzzling find. Oh fuck me! The stream's fucking again. Oh, he's still here?
Yeah, we're here. It was just.
A Yellowstone volcano scientist sent a warning to state that the surrounding area is up to 1,000 miles from the supervolcano after he found something that was a real puzzle. It was revealed during a lecture. The Yellowstone caldera is a supervolcano located below Yellowstone National Park in the western U.S. It sits between the states of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, which is why I've been there, and is constantly monitored by the United States Geological Survey, USGS, due to its capability to inflict disaster on a global scale if a super eruption
Wait,
occurs.
hold on, Ward. You've been to Idaho?
Yes, I spent 3 weeks in Idaho Falls about
Yeah.
11 years ago.
How'd you like the Northwest and all of its nature and glory?
The Idaho Falls was beautiful. Pocatello was lovely. Salt Lake City, when I flew into and out of, was an amazing place. Some amazing building work stuff. And I loved when I went out there. The falls itself was beautiful. Like I sat out there for 12 hours straight on my own when my friend was at work. Who was staying with. I was just like basking in the beautiful weather and just the scenery. It was idyllic.
So, just a little clarification. The Yellowstone volcano, it's a super volcano. I've lived in the Northwest my entire life. In my entire life, I've been constantly warned, you should probably get out of the Northwest if you want to survive, because this thing is going to go off at some point.
Yeah, it'll go off at some point soon. And the Mormons actually do have a belief that when that goes off, it's going to be the signal to the real end of days.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and keep reading.
The last event of this kind has not happened for more than 630,000 years, and any serious eruption in 70,000, which reportedly makes another super eruption overdue. So basically, what's happening is that all of the chi that's stored in the balls of the earth is kind of building up there.
Yeah.
And it'll be like that. It'll be like that one scene in like Scary Movie when they're there in the refrigerator having sex for like the first time. Larry Martin, a USGS hydrologist, worked with a fellow colleague at Jacob Lowenstern in 2016 to produce
Hey,
a paper.
hold on. I have to address this real quick. Y2K. No, if this thing goes off, all of North America is absolutely fucked. Everywhere else is just kind of
global
fucked.
scale. It's everyone's fucked for this.
Yeah, this would fuck everything up. Canada might not notice for a few years, but that's just because you're all backwards anyway.
You got that polar vortex thing going on. Actually, the winds coming down from the even farther north might actually push a lot of the ash back down. So you might be okay.
However, what they've got to actually realize is that, let's say this thing went off next week. It's not going to happen. But let's just say it did. It's not so much the environmental damage that it's going to have on the rest of the world as the financial implications. I mean, the fucking stock market will crash.
No, everything's going. It will black out the skies over half the earth.
No, it's not
Allegedly.
that big.
Potentially. But I'm worried about
it'll block out the skies for about half of the U.S.
Well, let's see what they say. So he worked with Jacob Lowenstern in 2016 to produce a paper on the ashfall impacts in the event of another super eruption. Speaking during a lecture the same year, Dr. Mastin revealed how USGS scientists have 3 previous Yellowstone eruptions on record that they can use to predict incidents. He said there have been 3 major events identified at Yellowstone in the last 2 million years. Wait, hold the fuck up. Who was around to write this shit down? Where were they getting the information from?
Geologists study the different layers of the earth. That's how they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't we all know that evolution is a scam and dinosaur bones aren't real and it's all just a myth?
Shut up,
Get
Mormon.
the fuck out.
The largest was Huckleberry Ridge 2.1 million years ago. A volume of around 2,500 cubic meters of magma. Wow. Then Mesa Falls 1.3 million years ago, and Lava Creek, the second of the 2 Lava Creek eruptions, about 600,000 years ago. So those are the volumes estimated from just these deposits, and not including the tetrafall deposits that may have been transported over 1,000 kilometers, which is 620 miles in distance. The duration of these eruptions is not very well constrained. The experts are inclined to think that they were on maybe days, very rapid. Days, maybe weeks at the longest. Dr. Mastin went on to reveal how findings from the Huckleberry Ridge eruption prove Yellowstone has the power to send ash deposits across the US as far as California, roughly 1,000 miles away. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. He also explained how wind patterns seem to have little impact, making it predicting future events even harder. He continued, those eruptions did produce tephra. In other words, deposits were produced by tephra and rose buoyantly, drifting downwind during the eruption. We know that from the scattered deposits around the United States. But, in fact, on a more recent map of these deposits, we've been able to find them as far west as California, Oregon, and even offshore. So this adds a real puzzle to this because it is significantly upwind from Yellowstone. Even if you look at the wind patterns that might have existed in the last few million years, it seems unlikely that the wind pattern would have changed dramatically to an ash deposit that far to the west.
Apparently your mic sounds like it's drowning in Guinness.
Is this any better, Larry?
Just keep going, he'll answer eventually.
Dr. Mastin also discussed during the same lecture the impacts of duration of an eruption. Should Yellowstone go off again? He added over a 3-day the umbrella cloud will cover most of the northern continent. Then it gradually disperses with wind patterns so you can look at the deposit for different 3-day stations. This is a lot of numbers coming up.
Now you're having issues. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, it might be the accent. Jesus Christ. 1 in January, 1 in April, 1 in July, and once in October. The pale yellow is 1 to 3 millimeters, 3 to 10, 10 to 30, 30 to 100, 100 to 300, and the dark regions are over a meter of ash. Not pick up enough volume.
We got some dead space here.
Yeah, so... God damn it.
Damn it, Larry! You fuck everything up! I love you.
Yes.
If you go to a 1-week duration, the pattern is similar, and for 1 month, it is fairly the same. But as you go to 1 month, we're decreasing the average eruption rate, which is weakening the growth of the cloud. So basically, the more this
Yeah, you're choppy as fuck.
fuck, I have no idea why.
Like, you're fine now.
Fuck me, Discord.
I don't think Discord is going to fuck you.
Someone say something. Something.
I'm saying something.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
Oh, no. Stop.
Okay,
Stop.
that one I'm sorry.
Stop. That's just inappropriate. You'll get us kicked off Twitch for that.
Willie?
Can I say cock titties on Twitch?
Yeah, you can actually. Swearing's fine, dude.
Yeah.
You can say it, you can't show
I know swearing's fine. I know that there are certain phrases that you can't say on Twitch, though.
Yeah, but saying cock titties is fine. What you can't do is show them.
Yeah, you can't even show male nipples.
No, I know it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But that's equality for you.
Which is unfortunate. I can't ever be on camera because I always stream naked. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's move on to the next one. Which,
I've just read
fuck
the
the metrics.
and I want to cry.
Fuck the metrics. What the God damn it, Raw Story, what the hell?
Yeah, you have to whitelist them. or subscribe.
I didn't either. I think I... Damn you!
I've just got to address one thing in the chat, guys. What about electrical tape? I'm not being funny. If you want to put electrical tape on your nipples for like 2 hours and then peel it off really quickly, I'm not going to kink shame. That's down to you, but not for me. Thank you anyway.
God damn it. It's fucking... Like, it was fine earlier. What the hell?
Did it just fuck up again?
It's being stupid as shit. God damn it. Fuck it, we're skipping this. We may come back to this next week. Let's talk about some butts.
Hold on. If you need somebody to read it, I can read this article. I have it
go ahead and read it, because this is being stupid. Fuck you, Raw Story. You are not getting whitelisted.
Actually, you know what? No. Let's just skip to the next.
Alright, let's talk about butts.
Yeah, because as soon as I pulled it up, I started getting a bunch of pop-ups and bullshit.
Fuck you, Raw Story. Fuck you. Next time we'll try. We'll try and find a fucking.
Alternative.
Which, by the way, let's look at their stupid thing. I wonder what political bias they have.
I think they're commie bastards.
I mean, I'm with her. Hate won't make us great. Silence will not protect you. No, Donald. Military sexual assault is not to be expected. Women rights are human rights. We must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy. That's actually a legitimate statement.
I think military sexual assault is not to be expected is a fairly decent statement as well.
I mean, it's a fairly reasonable statement, but I could be ignorant on this, but I haven't heard anything about that, him saying that it's to be expected. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Whatever.
While you're reading this, I'm going to Google it. Out of interest, because I haven't either, but...
there's one in the back that's like, nobody puts my baby maker in a... And then I can't read the rest of it. Oh, okay, let's go on and talk about butts. Police think they've nabbed butt bandit. Man arrested. Man arrested. Man arrested after allegedly leaving greasy imprints on windows. Holy fuck. Alright. Omaha, Nebraska. Police have arrested a man suspected of leaving greasy graphic imprints on the window of stores, churches, and schools in a small Nebraska town.
Wait, it wasn't Florida?
No, surprisingly.
They need to up their fucking game, dude.
I was looking... Okay. This is a different article that I initially wanted to bring up, but that's fine. This works too.
Hey,
there was a butt tickling bandit in
A 35-year-old man was caught in the act by police early Wednesday morning. Sherry County Attorney Eric Scott said Friday. The man hasn't been charged yet, but authorities believe he is the vandal some townsfolk have dubbed the Butt Bandit. Beginning in spring of 2007, a mystery vandal visited businesses at night, pressing his naked behind, sometimes his groin, sometimes both, on windows. The marks were made with lotion or petroleum jelly. And while police had earlier worried copycat criminals were getting involved, Scott said they now believe it's the act of a lone deviant. Really? This is
you know
not...
what I'd really laugh at? I just want to say, I'd really laugh if there was copycat and it was literally someone copying, like exactly what's happening, window for window, imprint for imprint.
That'd be adorable.
This isn't normal behavior for Valentine, Nebraska, Scott said. It's an embarrassment for the hard-working people who live here.
Guys, I'm trying to burglarize these places, but I'm dummy thick and my ass cheeks keep leaving prints on the windows.
Why did I have to sit in the bacon grease? The man was spotted by police about 3:30 a.m. Wednesday and arrested without incident, Scott said. The suspect appears to be the same man caught on a surveillance camera in the middle school last year, he said. Valentine, a town of about 2,650 in remote north-central Nebraska, lies near scenic Niobrara River. The city was named one of the top wilderness towns in the country last year by National Geographic Adventure magazine. People from around the country send Valentine's Day cards to the city's post office so they can be mailed out with the word Valentine stamped on them. The past 2 summers, the bandits struck business after business, window after window. He stopped over the fall and winter. I wonder why. You're having issues there, Jables. You're doing static. During one particularly brazen session, virtually all the windows at a local hotel were imprinted.
How many stories was this fucking hotel?
Well, I mean, it's a small town, so maybe 2.
I mean, even if it's any more than 1, that's kind of fucking impressive. Unless you got like basement windows, like
3 at the most.
Jesus Christ, dude.
You know what? I'm gonna start setting up an event every week for the next week at the end of the show. That way, you guys actually show up. That way, I'll post that in show announcements. The event is ready for next week. Be sure to set your reminder.
Yeah.
By the way, the whole thing with Donald Trump and the whole thing with military sexual assault, I found the tweet it relates to, and it's one from 2013.
Okay, I don't want to talk about Donald Trump. I'm so fucking tired.
And to be honest with you, I don't think he said on there it was to be expected.
Okay. We can talk about this in private, but especially on the show. Don't want to talk about Donald Trump.
That's fine.
It's what it is. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something heartwarming, though.
Ooh,
I like
it. Let's get wholesome.
Wholesome! Let's finish up with some wholesome. Who wants this one?
I want it.
Yeah, Ward, go for it.
I guess Ward wants it. You better sound proper, boy.
You better pick the right article, too.
Well, I don't think there's anything else heartwarming in the list of articles you sent me, dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, then you got the right one.
California hospital lets kids drive mini cars to surgery to ease their fears. Getting in a car and driving it to the operating theatre through the hospital corridors might not sound like a great escape route, but this idea has taken off for kids needing surgery. For youngsters facing this prospect, there is nothing quite like having to anxiously wait on a hospital bed before being wheeled to the operating theatre to then be under the knife. It can send chills down your spine just thinking about it, right? According to the US National Library of Medicine, hospitals have been trying to make the circumstances surrounding surgery as anxiety-free as possible for children. These include playing films and games, and also have clowns dressed as doctors. However, one hospital has come up with a plan to make that journey to the unknown a little more pleasant. the Doctors Medical Center in Modesto, California, have come up with an ingenious idea. Children can now drive themselves to surgery in one of the center's 2 miniature cars. There is one little black Mercedes and a little pink Volkswagen Beetle. The goal is to reduce anxiety and stress and make the experience less scary for everyone involved, according to the Doctors Medical Center website.
Okay, real quick.
No, not the clown doctors, Bar. Those are creepy as fuck. But I do like this because it as like a psychological thing for the kids. You know, they're taking themselves there.
Yeah, but one thing I'd say is right. One thing that scares me is clowns dressed as doctors. Maybe if it was doctors dressed as clowns, I could understand it. But if there was a clown dressed as a doctor going with me to surgery, I'd be like, hang on a fucking minute, who's operating on me here?
I don't think that it's them going to the OR when they're dealing with the clowns. I think that's more for like, hey, I'm gonna distract you while they give you these shots, or hey, I'm going making my rounds. I'm dressed like a doctor, but I can do magic like a clown.
I remember when I went to hospital last, it was because I had like an abscess that went really bad near my throat. And I was like, look, I can walk down to the fucking X-ray department. No, we really can't let you because of insurance. You've got to go in this wheelchair. I'm like, it's going to take longer. I can walk. I'm fine. I'm coherent. You've not drugged me yet. When it came to the operation side, I'm like, you know what? Just fucking get me down there. Put drugs in my system. I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up. It'll be over. I'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, so the extent that people should be clowns is Patch Adams. Perfect example. Red nose, that's all you fucking get. Clown.
Yeah.
Maybe some big shoes. But never both at the same time.
Bar, this is why kids need guns.
Why? So they can do a drive-by on the way to the OR?
That kid stole my Jello! This went from wholesome to horrible.
It's like, everyone floats down here. Fuck it, I'm done. The sweet wives take our smallest patients to the operating room. Doctors Medical Center told people in a statement. The goal is to reduce anxiety and stress and make the experience less scary for everyone involved. One forward-thinking pre-op nurse, Kimberly Martinez, did some research and discovered the cars had a lasting impact on young patients. When the children find out they can go into the operating room riding a cool little car, they light up. And in most cases, their fears melt away, Martinez said. In addition, when parents see their children put at ease, it puts them at ease as well. That's incredible.
I'm not behind the clown fucking bar.
Yeah,
I'm in front of it.
Yeah, well, when you allow kids to have some fun during a very scary time and sort of at least give the illusion that they have control over where they're driving or going and stuff like that, puts a little smile on their face, and that actually eases the parents a lot. And also reduce stress means that anesthetics will also work better, and a lot of other medications will work better on top of that.
And the recovery time will be much shorter as well.
Mm-hmm.
The cars also have got a stereo with preloaded tunes so the kids can listen to happy tunes as they drive along. I have one caveat for that. If any of those motherfuckers play Baby Shark, I'm done.
Yeah, you don't have to be there.
If my kids are playing that shit, no.
Baby Shark.
Shut up, Jables!
The cars have got working headlights, backup lights, and dash lights. The doors are open. They've got a safety belt and a horn. The cars are intended for kids ages 2 to 7, according to the center's website.
Nice. Perfect. I'd hate it if I was 8, though.
Oh god, I'd be pissed.
The late night Saints have started their shit, by the way, guys.
Gangsta.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
It's it's for setup of the stuff. So
that's fine.
So, anyways, let's just round this off with this nice wholesome thing. About that time, guys. About that time to go raid the Late Night Saints. They're already live, just doing pre-show shit right now. Be sure to tune in with us next week, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over here on Twitch.
0030 GMT.
how the hell do we have 9 viewers and 11 viewers are ready to raid?
Twitch is being fucky. I think it's because I'm one of the people that only has the chat open.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
Well, we're gonna just
All right, bye, guys.
I'll
see you right over there.
Closing this out. We're having fun, and we'll see you over there. You can stick around here, and we'll raid in a minute or two. Later.
Bye.
Bye.